Good evening. I'm Ben Mankiewicz. Thanks for joining us on TCM. Tonight, a double feature with one of the most sought-after actresses of the 1950s. She only made 11 films during her entire career, but she left a legacy of class, style, and glamour that endures to this day. Grace Kelly. Our first host, the singular Robert Osborne, spent some time with Grace Kelly years after she left the movie business to become Princess Grace of Monaco. Robert said she was as expected, charming, regal, beautiful. What he didn't expect was her warmth, down-to-earth persona, easy laugh, and friendliness to everyone she met. Born into money, raised on the main line in Philadelphia to devoutly Catholic parents, Kelly developed an early interest in acting. While attending a girls' Catholic school, she won the lead at 12 years old in a play produced by a nonprofit community theater in Philadelphia, the Old Academy Players. After high school, Kelly moved to New York to attend the American Academy of Dramatic Arts. There, she honed her craft and image on the stage and in television plays, while also working as a successful print model. In 1951, at just 20, Kelly made her film debut, a small role, credited, in 14 Hours, a 1951 Fox drama directed by Henry Hathaway. Then came the part that really announced her arrival. Played opposite Gary Cooper in Fred Zinnemann's classic 1952 Western High Noon, then alongside Clark Gable and Ava Gardner in John Ford's 1953 adventure Mogambo. As you could tell by that point, Grace Kelly had emerged as an in-demand actress in Hollywood. The next year, 1954, she appeared in 5 films, including 2 directed by Alfred Hitchcock, Dial M for Murder, and the movie we have next. It is an impressively designed thriller considered by many to be Hitchcock's best. From Paramount in 1954, Rear Window. Kelly, who's beautiful and smart and funny and spirited and game for anything, is rather inexplicably Jimmy Stewart's girlfriend here. If there is any flaw with Rear Window, it's that he doesn't quite appreciate the woman who loves him. Anyway, Stewart is a photographer laid up in his Greenwich Village apartment with a broken leg. With nothing to do but sit, he begins to carefully observe his neighbors around the courtyard through his large rear window. When he thinks he sees something suspicious, this memorable thriller is up and running, with much of the action driven by Kelly, who, as I said, is game for anything. Before the film's release in the summer of 1954, a buzz started to develop about Grace Kelly's performance. It won't be long, raved The Hollywood Reporter, before this attractive kid will be the #1 box office attraction in the world. From 1954, also with Wendell Corey, Raymond Burr, and unforgettably Thelma Ritter, Rear Window. As you may know, Alfred Hitchcock, who directed Rear Window, was famous for his fascination, let's call it, with his blonde leading ladies. Grace Kelly was Hitchcock's favorite. He described her as a volcano covered with snow, cool on the outside with a fire burning underneath it all. Before Kelly signed on to make the film, Hitchcock asked screenwriter John Michael Hayes to tailor the part for her, charging him to bring something more out of her. Hayes did just that while also capturing Kelly's considerable charm and her humor. Kelly had just finished making her first film with Hitchcock, Dial M for Murder. Hitchcock was taken with Kelly and determined to have her play Lisa Fremont in Rear Window. When offered the movie, Kelly was considering another part, opposite Marlon Brando and Elia Kazan's gritty drama On the Waterfront, also released in 1954. Torn between the 2 movies, Kelly chose to work with Hitchcock again, passing on the part that earned Eva Marie Saint the Academy Award for Best Supporting Actress. Worked out pretty well for Kelly, too, as she earned her own Oscar that year. She beat out Judy Garland, Jane Wyman, Audrey Hepburn, and Dorothy Dandridge for the Best Actress Academy Award for her performance as the frumpy wife of a washed-up crooner in George Seaton's drama, The Country Girl. 5 years later, 1959, after Kelly had left Hollywood to become Princess Grace of Monaco, Eva Marie Saint famously joined Hitchcock and Cary Grant for North by Northwest. Coming up, Grace Kelly stars opposite Frank Sinatra and her country girl co-star Bing Crosby in a glossy musical remake of the Philadelphia Story. High Society is next on TCM.
Next on TCM, High Society, then the affairs of Anatole, and later, until the end of the world. Ride out the apocalypse with TCM tonight.